buddy.
Hey buddy, long time no see.
The first scene we shot was the stripper pole. So I walked in and I just see a stripper pole.
Yes.
I see a bunch of like sweaty dudes boxing each other. And I was like, I need to get on this level.
Yeah. It wasn't hard to convince the boys in the gym to be in the video. I was like, yeah, we're gonna have a dancing pole. They're like, oh yeah, we're coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah. For me, it's got to be Dolly Rotten.
Come on.
Dolly Rotten, she's great, man.
Yeah.
How much like work she was putting in. Like,
she was doing the cardio. She was doing the cardio.
You know, she was dressed like, you know, like everyone you find for these videos has such like a clear, like iconic aesthetic.
You know, the big guy that had the most time on camera. You know, he's quite infamous in Lithuania. He's very involved in the waste management business.
I love that opening shot when he's just like clapping his hands at the beginning. So how long was it from like meeting
Dolly Rotten,
is her name, at Tesco's to us being in Lithuania?
I reckon about a week.
A week?
So yeah, I'm out in Dawson with my friend Kieran Toilet. He's the guy that does all the fetish photography, that's his world. And we had Tesco's going to self-checkout. And I see Kieran, how you doing? He saw this girl. And then I was like, wow, what's her name? And then, you know, we swapped contacts. I was like, yeah, I'm Rotten Babe, da 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 da. Kieran took some pictures. And I was like, I had the song kind of at the back of my head. And I was like, yeah, she's the muse, she's the superstar.
I just having that level of like confidence, like day one, like doesn't know anyone in that.
To be honest with you, I wanted to find someone that's like cute face, but would have dominant.
Well, I walked,
you know?
I walked into the on set and I was, you know, I was a little bit nervous.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know,
well.
you know. I was like, she did the job, man. It's a real superstar.
She's such a sweetheart as well. Yeah. What did you think of our chemistry?
It felt like you guys knew each other forever. It didn't feel like you just met on set. It was less performative, it was more acting.
I'm so glad we did it in Lithuania. In a random fucking hotel room. Yikes.
Don't open it. I wanted to take it to Vilnius for quite a while now. To create like an Eastern European Las Vegas video. I wanted to be like a really brutalist backdrop. And I feel like that song, when I heard it, it really didn't feel like London.
Day two.
Day two, baby. Come on, come on.
It had the brutalist edge, and I was like, glamour in the trash. That's.
Although like Lithuanian and like Eastern European people might know, like, oh, that's obviously Vilnius. A lot of people like in America are gonna be like, where the fuck are they?
I'm very glad we opened that door now.
Yeah.
Have you ever been punched in the face?
Like when I was like really young. Maybe we could have a tussle.
Who knows?
Sometime. Maybe that's the next
The first video that doesn't work out, we have a tussle.
I love you, Lucas.
Yeah, I love you too, brother. I love you too. Maybe Caroline Polachek?
Caroline Polachek, that's a cool choice. I would want something way more like bait and obvious than that. Like a
think about it.
Uprising muse. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when I'm walking into the motel at the beginning.
Yes.
What do you think of that? Was quite.
I bloody love that scene. I'm very grateful, you know, because you're the kind of guy that you live the role for those 2 days. And if you can't do something, I'll give you a glass of Chardonnay and a cigarette, and you're that guy.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't really feel like I'm a great director, but I feel like. I feel like I'm really good at finding people and putting them in a room together and making sure that chemistry happens.
Basically, the DNA of every video so far is like just about the talent you find.
I feel like there's like some sort of a continuation. Maybe it's not a film, but maybe it's like series of episodes.
I feel like it is. The videos you've done has kind of been the whole visual aesthetic of this project so far, and it's like we're doing like a Netflix show or some shit.
For me, what really matters is how this stuff gonna age. My job is to create something that's gonna age really well and people can return to 20 years later and look at it and feel like, oh yeah, that's how I felt around that time. That feels good, you know. I appreciate that.
Dude, I made the song I think this song's like a year and a half old. I made it in Berlin. That was all I had was just the you are such a fucking superstar, and then we just like put it on loop just with the beat and just messed around, didn't really finish it. Like maybe a month and a half ago, and just got finished the whole thing. One of the main like themes of it is just like obsession, and that's kind of just Artemas, the project in general. It's just like being obsessed by this other person, and I feel like we captured that.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the first like spark of this idea?
I had the idea written down as sketches.
Yeah.
I just had to obviously like present it to you with like more visual elements, but eventually, you know, we had these individual vignettes that I was like, I want to be able to play these vignettes in any order in the edit. I'm the kind of guy that I like to stimulate with visuals.
Yeah.
And your music is very stimulating.
Yeah.
It's you know,
Yeah.
editing like that as well.
But I think that's like why I really like working with you in the
Yeah.
first place, because I'm often putting out a song that I made 2 weeks before, and
Yeah.
that way of working is how you get something super authentic.
For me, superstar, that's my point of view, is a good girl turned bad girl.
I find that just the most enjoyable thing to write about. I want people to know me for a thing before I start
Drifting
You know.
away, right.
turning bad girls into good girls one day.
Wow, what a punchline.
That would be crazy. What would the video look like?
I want to keep doing this, you know?
This would just be such a cool thing to look back on in
Yeah.
10 years' time. You're really, you're really nice to me on set.
I try.
Lucas, I love you.
I love you too, brother.
And that was a lot of fun.